has been used as dictatorial propaganda. Today, I agree with the state of living art and how it has become to exclude struggle and liberation in favor of serving the interests and sensibilities of the ruling class. In Malate Literary Folio, we create to serve the people, as is in our slogan, Gawa lang ng gawa, sing Alex and Malate. To enter this section, I asked my staffers, how has art been weaponized as a tool of oppression within and outside of the Philippines? How has it been used as a tool for liberation? In this space, there is no escaping these questions. How, as artists, have we been complicit? How have we been liberatory in our practices? We ask these questions when we put acrylic to canvas, when we mold the clay to its first form. As creatives, we find ourselves not only subject to the mercy of the viewer, but to the mercy of the machine. In my grief, I too celebrate in hope. While it is undeniable, while it is undeniably younger than its contemporaries, the Malate Literary Folio art section finds itself a visionary within the creative spheres of this publication and beyond. There is a hunger that cannot be sated and a fire that cannot be extinguished, and for that I am most proud of. Within the world of Philippine art, at least in its younger form, within the aisles of these near-weekly art markets, at the intersection of bone-tired but hopeful comic and zine circles, at the center of a busy life art study group, I find the same ferocity in the spirits of my fellow creatives, and younger and older, who contest these sensibilities, who reject the exploitation of this hunger, who refuse the shred of the machine. So, before we begin the speeches of our wonderful alumni who are present here with us today, I would like to share a letter sent by the artist who created the beautiful artwork that graces the cover of our 40th anniversary anthology, AJ Omanta. Alapay Malate, September 21, 2024, 8:48 a.m. Tagum, Philippines. Ang aga, no? Dear Malate, it's very informal, so very brief. First of all, I'd like to congratulate my beautiful Malate Literary Folio for celebrating its 40th anniversary with this anthology. Welcome to your midlife crisis, Malate. Thank you for inviting me to share a message in this event, but unfortunately I can no longer just walk the path, plus my alumni card is now expired. Earlier this year, my family found my long-lost art portfolio. Contained in it were MOS letters, a CBE course card, and of course, preserved works. A collection of pieces I made during my time in Malate Literary Folio. Amongst them is one of my favorite pieces titled The Dancing Blinds, a mixed medium work I made back in 2004. Like many things, I thought I had lost it in the passive flood. Looking at it now, clamped on my trusty easel, I vaguely remember me and my editor discussing the composition before an EP deliberation. I remember its original sketch, two figures morphing into one. I remember creating the watercolor base first, framing it with a pastel background, then finished it with etchings and a wash highlight. No doubt art materials that we were free to use from the Malate office. And we still do have free materials. So, art staffers. I also remember the origin, looking across burgundy units by the my window, my neighbor's ugly disheveled blinds in Castel. Perhaps during that time, I was wondering what could be hidden behind or what I could place within. My young imagination, fueled by my love for Art Nouveau, influenced by Malate's obsession then with everything Wong Kar-wai. Oh, nothing has changed. And that pure drive to create, a passion born in and with Malate. That is why it was a nice surprise that the current art editor DM'd me months later from LinkedIn, no less. He put in parentheses happy. Gwen asked me for permission to republish this old work coincidentally. It was a bigger surprise when she told me a few days ago that it was going to be the cover for the anthology, but a fantastic and humbling way to reassure me of my journey of rediscovery. Like Malate, I am also reaching my 40th year mark. Looking back, I have been to many places, lost many people, created and lost many pieces, and for a time, lost but found my drive to create again. It is with this space that I relive my Malate memory. It is with this piece that I share my story of what was once lost is found. Thank you, Malate. Love, AJ Umanda, BS in Marketing, major in Malate. 2002 to 2006.